How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about PROG stock, which ended up having a strong day inside of the market. I got a lot of messages. Dre, are you taking a look at PROG? And I'm like, of course. We talked about in previous videos to look forward for a big move like this, and we got it today. And now the next question is, will we have a continuation? I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. And what are some key levels we want to look for going into tomorrow. This play has been catching some steam, and I want to make sure you have some sort of a game plan to add to your homework and your due diligence. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. Are shorts still heavily vested inside of this play? The reason why it's important, the higher the short interest, the more impact it will have on the stock and how it performs. And then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. Were institutions loading up on shares? Was there a lot of selling on the retail side? We're going to figure that all out. And then when it's all done, we're going to be jumping into the final thoughts and go over some more details as well. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for PROG. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $2.99, being up 39.72% on the day. On the low, it tested $2.25, and then on the high, testing $3.08. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 331.922 million shares, and for the average volume over 10 trading days being at 144.19 million shares. So when you have this kind of volume coming through PROG stock, you're going to see price action just like this. Now, as far as the chart we're using is a 1-year daily chart. You can see from the RSI down below, right around 77.07. So yes, we are in the overbought territory. And when we take a look at our chart, yes, we have strength above our moving averages of the 50-day, the 21-day EMA, as well as the 100-day. And you can see it's definitely on its way trying to reclaim the 200-day here at $3.31. So like I was talking about in the previous video, what we wanted to see is it being able to hold up the 100-day. It did exactly that. On the low, it tested $2.25, and then upon testing this area of support, had a strong move going all the way to $3.08. So taking this into consideration going into tomorrow, I would love to see PROG come here to reclaim the 200-day at $3.31. I think that would be the best case scenario, and then gaining some more momentum from there. As far as if it decides to pull back or if it wants to trade sideways, then of course I'm going to be looking to see some support hold up at least right around this 270 level. So this is if it pulls back or if we end up having a dip at the open and so forth. I want to see strength at 270. We saw it today at 225. So what does that mean? Increasing levels of support. If we end up breaking through that 270, and at least if we could hold up 250, there's nothing wrong with that either if we consolidate in that range and then make that move to pop back up. So let's see how it performs going into tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for PROG. So we could see here for the dark pool short volume ratio being at 54.01, and then for the dark pool short volume being just over 23.1 million shares. Scrolling down further, the short shares availability is at 1,000, updated 28 minutes ago, and then for the short borrow fee rate being at 74.56. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we could see for the close of the 15th, which was last week Friday, it was at 54.01. So no doubt in my mind, PROG will continue to have short squeeze potential, but it'll be very interesting to see what the numbers will be later on in the evening. And with the price action we ended up seeing, I know many people are going to be excited about this play going into tomorrow. So now let's jump into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for PROG. So we can see here on the inflow, it was 186, and then on the outflow, it was 177. On the large large, we had 24.10, and then on the medium, we had 118, and then on the small, we had 44.44. Keep in mind, this is in the millions. When we take a look at the outflow side, on the large, we had 21.92, on the medium, we had 115, and then on the small, we had 40.63. So overall, you can see it was an inflow day. And when we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for October the 18th, which is today, it's at 2,181.52. So when we take a look at the breakdown, there was a lot more buying than selling for the retail side. So this is good to see. As far as for the medium, again, more buying than selling. And then when we took a look at the large scale orders, more institutions loaded up than the institutions that were selling. So things are definitely looking good for PROG as this week progresses. And then on top of that, we ended up getting a lot of volume coming into this play. And you guys already know what happens when we have buying pressure, because this stock can move very quickly. So now let's jump into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for PROG stock, there's a couple things that I want to make sure you guys know about. As far as where I want to see support going into tomorrow, if it decides to dip, will be right around $2.50. Of course, you'd want to see $3 hold up, but you already know what these plays are extremely volatile. So if they pull back, you could be prepared. As far as where I want to see it get to is right at the 200-day moving average at $3.31. I think this is very achievable, especially if it goes into the open holding up $3. And then when it gets above that 200-day, it could get very, very interesting. And of course, this play thrives on volume. So keep an eye on this inside of the pre-market. And if you're seeing that momentum and it goes into the open, that's where you can see strong moves in price action. When we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, this play does continue to have short squeeze potential. When we take a look at the short shares availability and as well as the short borrow fee rate, when you have all of these variables in place, then of course things can look really good. And that's part of the reasons why PROG did very nice today inside of the market. So congratulations to those that were able to capitalize on the opportunity. And if you are holding shares, make sure you're doing your homework and you're doing your due diligence as well. This is very essential. And for anyone who has been holding for quite some time, hey, you could be up right now, and congratulations to you for having that patience. And also for any traders that have been playing off of the directions, again, I gotta say it, congratulations. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see what PROG does going into tomorrow.